Hey Yankees fans, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the latest developments from the Bronx that have everyone talking. The offseason has been a whirlwind, full of moves, rumors, and strategic plays from the front office, and there is plenty to unpack. If you thought last season was exciting, you are in for a wild ride because the Yankees are shaping up to have one of the most formidable outfields in baseball, and it all starts with one decision that has completely changed the narrative for the team. We are talking about Trent Grisham and the bold move by Brian Cashman to keep him on a one-year deal. At first, the deal raised a few eyebrows. $22 million for a player who was initially viewed as depth seemed astronomical, and some even questioned if it was an overpayment. Fast forward a few months, though, and that perception has completely flipped. What looked like a gamble is now being celebrated as a stroke of genius. Grisham not only met expectations, he blew them out of the water. His final season of arbitration in 2025 saw him earning just over $5 million, but his performance on the field was priceless. 34 home runs, a remarkable 811 on-base plus slugging percentage, and the emergence as the Yankees' leadoff hitter solidified his role as a cornerstone in the lineup. For being seen as a temporary piece, Grisham transformed into an essential component of the team's offensive firepower. Brian Cashman, who has always had a reputation for calculated moves, was glowing with pride when discussing the impact of this decision. The market for free agents exploded in ways no one could have predicted, and many of the names once available at reasonable prices skyrocketed. In that context, keeping Grisham on a one-year deal at $22 million looks like an absolute steal. Cashman's strategy was simple but brilliant. By securing Grisham, the Yankees not only locked in a breakout talent, but also created crucial flexibility to focus on other high-priority moves. This included re-signing Cody Bellinger, whose massive 5-year, $162 million contract was a headline-grabbing achievement in itself. The addition of Bellinger alongside Grisham and Captain Aaron Judge creates a trio that will strike fear into any opposing pitcher, blending power, consistency, and elite experience. This alignment sets the Yankees up with a dynamic outfield that combines both proven talent and young energy, giving the team a serious competitive edge as they look toward the upcoming season. But, as with any strategic maneuver, there are challenges. The outfield is crowded, and this brings us to Jasson Dominguez, the young talent who finds himself projected as the fourth outfielder. His situation is becoming increasingly uncertain, and there are whispers that his time as a regular contributor in pinstripes might be coming to an end. Dominguez, once heralded as one of the organization's brightest prospects, has shown flashes of brilliance, including a promising walk rate and moments of offensive skill that suggested he could be a future star. However, his defensive struggles in left field and inability to handle center field at the major league level have raised legitimate concerns about his long-term viability. In baseball, potential alone does not guarantee a spot in the lineup, especially when you are competing with established veterans and rising stars who are already producing at a high level. The Yankees are reportedly exploring other options to bolster right-handed outfield depth, which signals that the team may be willing to consider moving Dominguez to optimize the roster. While the idea of trading a top prospect is never easy for fans to swallow, it is a reflection of the business side of baseball, where strategy and roster balance often take precedence over sentiment. Cashman's approach is pragmatic. The goal is not only to assemble the most talented roster, but also to ensure that each position is optimized to maximize offensive and defensive output. The Yankees have a history of making bold moves when necessary, and the management's willingness to explore trades, whether it involves Dominguez or other players, highlights a commitment to winning now. If moving a young talent can secure a proven asset or fill a gap in the lineup, it is a move that could pay dividends for years to come. For fans, this is a delicate balance between watching potential flourish and ensuring the team remains competitive at the highest level. Baseball is a game of strategy, timing, and calculated risks. And the Bronx Bombers have shown time and again that they are not afraid to make the hard decisions in pursuit of championships. Meanwhile, the Yankees are not solely focused on potential trades. They are actively evaluating veteran options to strengthen the roster particularly when it comes to adding right-handed power from the outfield. With spring training approaching, the team is exploring opportunities to bring in experienced hitters who can provide depth and versatility. These moves are designed to complement the core outfield while ensuring that the lineup maintains balance and adaptability. Veteran players like Randall Griddick have emerged in discussions as potential additions, offering a blend of experience, power, and situational hitting that could prove invaluable as the season progresses. While there are questions about defense and consistency, the Yankees front office is clearly weighing the pros and cons to make informed decisions that maximize both short-term performance and long-term stability. In 2025, Griddick split time between the Arizona Diamondbacks and Kansas City Royals, posting solid numbers in Arizona with an on-base plus slugging percentage over 730, 7 home runs, and 22 runs batted in across a limited number of at-bats. The mid-season trade to Kansas City, however, saw a decline in production, highlighting the inherent risks when evaluating veteran players. Nevertheless, the Yankees are approaching these potential acquisitions with a careful eye, fully aware that adding the right pieces to the bench could make a meaningful difference when the grind of a full season begins. The front office understands that the team's depth can be the difference in key moments, especially in a season where the margin for error is slim and every run counts. As the Yankees move forward, the combination of young stars like Grisham, established leaders like Bellinger and Judge, and potential veteran reinforcements creates a roster that is both exciting and intimidating. The blend of power, experience, and strategic depth is precisely what has made the Bronx Bombers a team to watch, and the management's moves indicate a clear intent to compete at the highest level. While questions remain, particularly surrounding Dominguez and potential trade scenarios, the team's overall direction is one of calculated optimism. Fans should brace themselves for an off-season filled with intrigue, potential blockbuster trades, and roster adjustments that could redefine the Yankees' approach for years to come. Now, Yankees fans, let's move deeper into the off-season moves and rumors that are shaping the Bronx Bombers strategy. With the core of the outfield seemingly locked in with Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Trent Grisham, the real question has shifted to how the front office will handle depth and potential trades. Jasson Dominguez, once considered the team's future superstar, now finds himself in a precarious situation. Despite flashes of offensive talent, his defensive struggles in the outfield, particularly in center, have raised concerns about whether he can be a reliable starter at the major league level. Baseball is a tough business, and potential alone does not guarantee playing time. Dominguez's current standing as the fourth outfielder highlights just how competitive the Yankees roster has become, and it may signal that the team is seriously evaluating trade options while his value is still relatively high. Reports indicate that the Yankees are actively monitoring the market for veteran outfielders who could provide right-handed power and depth. Players like Austin Hayes, Austin Slater, and Randall Griddick have been mentioned in discussions, suggesting that the team is thinking strategically about how to balance their roster. If Dominguez is moved, the Yankees will need a reliable fourth outfielder who can contribute in clutch situations, handle late-inning defensive assignments, and deliver against left-handed pitching. Randall Griddick, despite some defensive limitations, fits that mold on paper, offering a mix of power and experience that could complement the existing lineup. The evaluation of such veteran players underscores the front office's focus on creating a team capable of both immediate impact and sustainable success. The trade rumors surrounding Dominguez have been the center of attention for many fans. Moving a player once considered untouchable is never easy, but the Yankees are in a position where careful roster management is essential. The potential return for a trade could include a top-tier pitcher or an impact bat, depending on the needs identified by the front office. In baseball, timing is everything. Selling high on a player whose defensive performance has dipped may be the smartest move if it allows the team to acquire talent that fills critical gaps. While Dominguez is only 23 years old and still has upside, the team must weigh the risk of further defensive regression against the opportunity to upgrade other areas of the roster. Meanwhile, the Yankees continue to build around their core. Aaron Judge remains the anchor of the lineup, combining elite power with leadership and a presence that can change the game in any at-bat. Cody Bellinger, now secured for the next 5 years, brings a mix of long-term stability and proven production that allows the team to plan for the future. Trent Grisham's breakout season adds depth and versatility, giving the Yankees options in how they structure the batting order and defensive alignments. This triumvirate forms a formidable front line, one that opponents must plan around carefully. The addition of potential bench players or supplemental outfielders only increases the complexity of a team's threat, making it clear that the Yankees are not merely content with returning to contention. They are aiming to dominate. The conversation around veteran acquisitions is also about more than just hitting. The front office is carefully analyzing how new players will fit into the defensive schemes, how they handle high-pressure situations, and their ability to maintain consistency over a long season. Randall Griddick's experience across multiple teams last season highlights both his potential value and the risks involved. In Arizona, he posted impressive numbers with a 734 on-base plus slugging percentage and 7 home runs, showing flashes of productivity that could be extremely useful off the bench. His struggles following a mid-season trade to Kansas City illustrate the volatility that comes with relying on veterans, particularly those entering their mid-30s. Yet, the Yankees are willing to evaluate these risks because a balanced roster with experienced contributors can be the difference in critical moments, especially in a season that will likely come down to a handful of key games. Dominguez's situation and the search for veteran reinforcements also shed light on the Yankees' approach to flexibility. Baseball seasons are long, grueling, and unpredictable, and having options at multiple positions allows a team to adapt to injuries, slumps, or strategic matchups. By keeping a close eye on potential trade targets and free agent options, the Yankees are ensuring that they can react quickly if the need arises. This proactive approach signals that the front office is thinking several steps ahead, balancing immediate needs with long-term objectives, and doing so with a clear vision of contending at the highest level. In addition to the outfield considerations, the Yankees are also focused on maintaining balance across the infield and pitching staff. Re-signing Cody Bellinger was a major step in solidifying the lineup, but attention to supporting players and potential upgrades is equally important. The goal is to create a roster where each player complements the others, allowing for both offensive firepower and defensive reliability. Whether through trades, signings, or strategic internal promotions, the Yankees are carefully constructing a team designed to be competitive from opening day through October. This type of attention to detail and foresight is part of what has made the Bronx Bombers a perennial contender and ensures that fans have reason to be optimistic heading into the new season. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The baseball world might be on the brink of a media storm nobody saw coming. Wild rumors are swirling about the possible return of Derek Jeter, the captain, to the New York Yankees, not as a player, but at the helm of the team in an executive role. The speculation has ignited social media and fan forums, where excitement is palpable at the thought of one of the franchise's most iconic figures taking control of the organization that defined his career. Jeter, known for his impeccable 20-year career with the Yankees, 5 World Series titles, and records that seem untouchable, left his mark not only on the field but in the history of baseball itself. His leadership, ability to perform in clutch moments, and nickname Mr. November made him synonymous with postseason greatness. Since retiring in 2014, Jeter's presence has remained ever-present, first as CEO and part owner of the Miami Marlins, and now, according to sources close to the club, he could be considering a spectacular return to his home. Concrete details remain elusive, but the mere possibility of Jeter influencing the Yankees' strategy directly has sent fans and sports media into a frenzy. Could his return signal a radical shift in team structure, from new signings to developing young talent and reshaping game strategy? Some analysts suggest that combining his field knowledge with executive experience might be exactly what the Yankees need to reclaim the winning magic of the late 90s and early 2000s. Meanwhile, Jeter's legend as the Yankees' all-time hits leader, 14-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner, and 5-time Silver Slugger fuels fans' imagination of the captain leading, even if from the front office. While nothing is confirmed, the mere speculation of the icon's return has sparked debate, excitement, and above all, hope that the Bronx's glory days could have a new chapter under the shadow of one of the game's greatest. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.